that's just going to give them a huge confidence boost. So we mentioned we're back out here. Players back in position for the second half of the big clash down here at the Brian Martin Reserve.
And they go at it. McMahon tried to get the tap, but he lost the ruck contest, and now it comes out the back for the Magpies. Sweeping through midfield and just pumping it forward there was Ziggy again. Up forward, Williams roved the front of the pack, now soccering it forward again. Brilliantly done. Can he get his? He might have done a Cyril Rioli from last night, but he didn't quite. He went the soccer off the ground. Got plenty on it, but it just missed to the left side of the post. And that would have been an exciting way to start the second half.
What's Bruce's word with Cyril? What's he?
Delicious.
Oh, delicious.
Oh, that was nearly delicious. I'm not going to beat Bruce. Williams though.
That was.
Wow, just plucked it with the left hand and dragged it in, and he'll go back from about 30 out straight in front to kick the Powers first after half time, and well, they're just kicking off where they left off.
Just they know where to be. Quality class players that come from AFL level. Mark Williams there, just in that right position, plucked it out of midair. You're right with that one hand, but just the timing and that is just spot on.
Beautiful kick.
It's his fifth.
Straight through the middle for Mark Williams, and it's 12-12-84 now. 2-1-13 to the Magpies. Just a minute and a half gone in the third.
And I just do have a quick score update here from the Divi 2 game. Manor Lakes versus Yarraville 7. Manor Lakes 5 goals, 8-38 to Yarraville 7 goals, 9-51 at half time. Guys, back to you.
Gee, that's a bit tighter than I think we would have predicted at this stage. Well done, Manor Lakes. They're up with Yarraville, only a couple of goals behind at half time, so well done to them.
71-point lead to the Power. The ball's back in the middle. Hit out one there by Butch. But the clearance is going to... Oh, no, it's coming back now for the Power, but a kick off the ground by Alex Gouchy. Seems to be moved up into the midfield now. It's moved off Williams. The move needed to be made there, didn't it, Tomsy?
Yeah, Jeremy Chen's gone on to him now. No, it had to be made.
So Murray out of the pack, hacks it forward to centre half forward for the Power. And it's a beautiful handball out. And a kick inside 50 goes over the top of...
Oh, well done.
Williams, looking for Mushy, but no one's able to take the mark. Smith with a handball, but it's still under pressure. O'Keefe gives it to Chen, but he's been slung, O'Keefe, and he'll get the free kick in the left back pocket for Parkside.
Physically strong too, aren't they, the Newport players?
Big boys, aren't they?
Mention it. Their bodies are bigger, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're kind of just...
So O'Keefe chips it, finds McMahon, and now pumps it down the centre wing on the outer side. The pack falls, no one's able to take the mark. That's Ziggy with the handball. Handball's back into the middle, finds Woody. Woody balks a couple, almost breaks a tackle. Handball's back, now another handball back. Skip gathers it, gives it to Macca, who fends off. He's pushed back even further now, but still able to chip the ball around. And Woody can't quite take the mark. And now it's picked up here by Parkside. Keenan with the handball goes back, finds Klein, back to Ashman, and then it's a little chip back to Keenan. Gouchy. Aaron
Gouchy. Did well. They backtracked. They didn't quite panic there, but they were under plenty of pressure. Flying across the front. Great mark, Macca. For the Power, and he switches across the ground again. This time, it's Ziggy, the captain. His kick across the ground, and now back through midfield. Oh, just too strong in the middle of the ground there. Easily done. Mozzie took the mark, and now spearing ball inside 50, but just in a good position, cuts off the mark. It was Ashman in front of Williams. True centre half back position. Pokes one. Didn't look to have committed to the kick, but that's poor. He just dropped what he should have taken there.
The drop mark.
Yep. And umpire will ball it up. He was beset upon instantly there. Up they go. McMahon used his body well. Ashman was there, couldn't quite get his hands onto it. Yui Kadua did for the Power, but now it kicks forward for the Magpies. Numbers back there look to be with the Power. Macca, little tap there. Now weaving through traffic, and again the switch is effect very well. Ziggy, the captain. Quick ball movement, and they're just exposing the Magpies on the outside when they can find that space. Beautiful kick towards half forward. Might have had a bit too much on it there. It did for Abdo, but it came to Williams. Found some space, but he just blazed away, and it's missed to the left. All the way out on the full. 12-12, 84 to 2-1-13. 5 minutes gone in the third.
Playing a very, very good brand of football here, Newport. From that back line, they're really getting across and spreading.
Ashman with it. Gauchi presented short, but he went the long option. Floating back there
Juddy.
was Shepard bottom, but Juddy was just too strong. Took the mark for the Power. And they're winning all the big contests, Newport. Just being patient. Call to play on, and there's another whistle.
50.
No. He actually didn't call play on, said the umpire, so I was wrong too, and now it's 50 metres.
Yeah, but he didn't call it, but he played on. The umpire didn't call it. Why didn't he call play on?
He got to be onto that one. Maybe a little bit unlucky there, the Magpies, and
Yeah.
if they run off their mark, you got to go at them, and that's what he did, but penalised, and now Juddy will go back from about 35 metres out. And you'd expect him to kick this one, I would think.
It's been serviceable too today.
Kicked 2 goals.
Juddy. Yeah.
On the approach. Beautiful. Right through. Never in doubt that one. Another one to the Power. 13-12-90 to 2-1-13. We've gone 6 minutes of the third.
Yeah, no, he's been good today. Juddy Al-Hurley, 3 goals, but lively, and even without that 50, he was backed himself. I think he would have got around the Parkside player on the mark there, and he's confident enough to take on opposition, as they have been all day today, and their ball movement's been not just quick, it's been crisp. They've hit targets, and they've pushed themselves off the football, pushed themselves into the right position.
Playing with a real confidence, aren't they, Tomsy? That's the key to their success, I reckon.
Yeah, definitely.
The ball's back in the middle. Joey throws it out.
He
has been paid.
Yeah.
So it's a throw going to Ashman now, right in the centre of Brian Martin Oval, or reserve.
Wind sounds like it's picking up again.
So
It is.
Ashman chips out wide to the wing, finds Berra. He's held up.
He's been quiet today.
Eagle Berry,
very.
haven't got much out of him.
Berra pumps it long to half forward. Left half forward is for Parkside. But it's crumbed there by Gauchi, who pumps it inside 50, and it's just to the right. 3 for 1 behind. Point there to Alex Gauchi. 2-1-14 Parkside to 13-12, 90, 76-point lead to Newport.
Just even that kick into the forward 50 there, it was high, it was up, it was to a contest. Just no real purpose to find one of his teammates further up the ground.
Kick comes out wide. Oh, flying over the top. Gee, that's a good mark from Joey Taleb. He just had to sit, and he did not take his eyes off it. And now, out wide, trying to find Toggy Okadi. He couldn't take the mark. It was spoiled near the boundary line. Kept in, though, by the Newport players. And now the string of hand passes out the back. Macca's there to
good
lend
pressure,
support,
Parkside.
but the Magpies did well. Now Jafasi, who's done well for most of the day for the Magpies, sold his teammate into a bit of trouble in Ma, but he had no awareness of what was coming around him. And now mown down in the middle of the ground is Moe Abdu. No free kick paid, and the Power can still move it forward through midfield. At the back of the pack there was Clint Hunter for the Magpies, and now on the outer side, looking to gather it there, is Aaron Gauchi. Quick hand pass out, Ma there again, now the kick in board. Toggy's there for the Power, and a kick for the Magpies towards half forward. Found no one in particular, and the Power just with numbers seemingly everywhere. Sooks, now the kick forward. Oh, that's a good mark there. Strong mark. Brought down, though. Is that going to be 50? No.
It's good intensity there by Parkside. It's taken them just almost 2 quarters to do it. They should have been come out this hard from the opening bounce.
Hunter, strong mark. Poke, just not much authority with the kick, just kind of lollipopped it over the top. Worked out all right, though, Campbell, with the kick over the top to Ashman. Spears a ball inside 50, and that was good ball movement. And it's found Kelly, I think it might have been, yep.
Now, there's purpose, good purpose in it, wasn't it? You're right, they've hit the contest a little bit harder. Their possession then, their disposal was a bit more purpose in it. Ashman quickly off to Kelly and results in a
Kelly
point.
Just missed near side. 2-3-15, the Magpies. 13-12, 90, the Power. Margin is 75 points after 9.5 minutes.
But yeah, just the intensity and purpose to be going forward there and moving the ball quickly and trying to find a target. I mean, it's a nice lead by Kelly to push himself into space, and Ashman knew he was going there, and all he had to do was pop it out in front of him. So it's an improvement. They've just got to hit the scoreboard again now.
Ziggy now look to do the kicking in, flying over the top there was Abdu. Couldn't bring it down, and now out the back.
That's
brilliantly done by Gervasi, I think it was.
Yep.
And he squeezes it home on the right-hand side. Beautifully done, great finish. And he deserved that one, Gervasi. He's been good today, I thought.
He has, Gervasi's been a very good player for Parkside. It left for a year or two, but back in the system now, and very good the way he goes and finishes off his disposal, and it showed them with that shot at goal. But once again, a bit of a missed kick out from fullback for Ziggy, I think. Gadui has called it. And, the turnover in a contest 2-on-1. So it's the first time they've sort of made a few mistakes. So Parkside are forcing Newport to make a few blunders at the moment.
Toggy wins the hit out, but no one's able to take full advantage of it. But the ball ends up spilling to Alderman, who pumps it out to the wing. Unable to mark it there was Keenan for Parkside. The ball's in dispute, but it's hard. Again, the Newport players are just hard at it, and it's Moe who tries to dash through, but he's unable to. Ashman now gets it. Handball's out looking for Shepherd Bottom. He's got two players to beat. He's unable to do it. And now Macca. He's been great today. Handball's back. Gives it to Skip. Goes back inboard. Looking for Moe, but he couldn't take the mark. There's a bit of a hospital ball there. Ball's inside 50 now for Parkside as the Newport players wrapped up. Now there's a pack forming, probably about 40 out from goal. Is he going to ball it up? It is a ball up.
Up they go. Well done there by Toggy. Now the kick out wide. Only as far as Alderman for the Magpies. Couldn't get his hands on the footy though. And now the Power just break it out of defence again. Underneath it was Hoblos. And now out the back. And finding some space is Woody. And spears a beautiful pass. Just too easy out of defence there. And right from one end to the other. And it's Mushi Al Hassan who takes the mark.
Got out of that, Newport. They should have held it in. Parkside, just that loose ball out the back of that stoppage, quickly swept on it by the Newport player. And they're working so hard, Parkside. This is where it's going to hurt them. The work they've done the last 7 or 8 minutes, Parks, can be undone so quickly now.
Mushi now. Just poked at a little bit. It's going to fall short and right. Still in play. Williams at the back. Gets into space and onto the left boot. Oh, he didn't get any elevation onto it, so it slams into an opponent. Ball in dispute at the top of the goal square. Williams dives in again. Maybe have held it onto. Gets the hand pass out the back. And onto the left boot was Woody Sard.
Free kick at the back.
He's missed it, but it's going to be a free kick. And it's going to go to Williams.
He's been looked after today a little bit by the umpires, I think. There's no doubt. He probably deserved a couple of them, but I think a couple of 50 metres.
And now 50. I don't know what for, but it'll be a certainty now for Mark Williams. He'll be able to kick his 6th goal, and we'll pencil that one in.
Yeah, look, he's just so dominant inside that forward 50, Mark Williams. No one's been able to handle him today so far.
I think the 50 was for not returning the ball to its rightful owner.
Okay. So they're right on it with the umpires, but well done to Newport. As we mentioned, the hard work that Parkside were generating then, the more purpose in their game, all of a sudden it's undone by just a little bit of slackness around a stoppage up the Parkside end, and Newport out the back just cleared it too easily to get it into their half of the ground and inside their forward 50 again. So that's where it really hurts Parkside at the moment. They've got to respond, Parkside. They've got to have a crack back, continue that intensity and purpose that they've showed in a lot of this third quarter so far.
Beautiful sunny conditions now as the sun has broken through. Cloud cover completely dissipated. Up they go. Toggy might have caught his opponent high in the ruck contest. Wasn't paid. Now they all dive in on it. And that'll be a ball up.
It's another break here, Parkside, out of this stoppage.
Toggy again gets a clear run at it. Tries to thump it forward. Didn't get much on it though. Now the Magpies trying to clear it out the back. And they're diving in again. Umpire lets play go on for a little moment, but now he'll call for it.
A couple of times when they are clear, Parkside, they're fumbling. I think think Matty O'Keefe in that situation there. He had the ball, all of a sudden just backpedaling a little bit, and all of a sudden it spilled out of his hands.
Ooh. Dragged down was one of the power players. No free kick pay, but it falls their way anyway. Now the hand pass out. Woody's onto it, but he couldn't quite get onto it properly. Now out the back, hand pass had just a little bit too much heat for Abdu, but he mops up anyway. Little foot paddle to himself, tries to dart around a few opponents, but instead Heath Smith able to clear the danger zone for the Magpies. He was dealt with afterwards. Is it a downfield free kick? It is. And it's now in the hands of Cal Marr, in front of our commentary position here. 75-point lead to the Power. We've gone 15 minutes of the third. Marr now pumps one towards half forward. At the front was Shepherd-Bottom, couldn't take the mark. Now at the back, working way, was Skip Al-Huli. He did well. And now the hand pass came to Yui Kadua.
Well done, good pressure.
And they work it back, though. They're happy to go backwards before they can go forward to the Power. And now the kick goes forward. Ashman leads his opponent, Joey Taleb, to the footy. And now there's a scrap for it in midfield. Power, again, just strong through the body. It was Macca who weaved his way. He's going to receive the hand pass again. Gets past Ashman. Little hospital, little hand pass there. And he'll end up with it again. Great. Oh, he just couldn't quite take clean possession. And now Marr through midfield. He's got McMahon riding shotgun. And now it comes to Keenan. Runs inside 50. Kicks to an open goal square. Is it going to bounce through? Not quite. Just misses to the right-hand side. And it was an exciting build-up. But it didn't quite end in the goal that the Magpies needed. They're 3-4-22. The Power 14-12, 96. And a couple of quick kick-ins and now a hand pass as the Power move it quickly to the centre wing, and a diving mark there taken by Joey Taleb. He'll go back, looks to give the hand pass, sells a bit of candy, but now it ends up with Kadu. I think again it might have been. No, there he is now. Ooh, running in there. Macca imposing himself. The kick towards half forward for the Magpies. Slapped forward and into the path of Adrian Gervasi. Can he find some space? The hand pass comes out towards Marr, but that one just slides to the right.
It's Kelly.
And another chance goes begging for Parkside, but they'd probably be pleased with the last couple of minutes, Tomsy. They've certainly, had plenty of it.
Yeah, I think they should be, the coaching staff. Nicky Kondos, Michael Shepherd-Bottom, they've lifted their work rate, lifted their intensity, and even though they're not kicking goals, they're keeping it down their end, and they're forcing Newport into mistakes.
Kadu with the kick in. Is it marked by Fred or free kick?
Free kick, yep.
Fred dishes off to a handball, and his teammate just stands there. No one came to him. He kicks it out, finds Butch on the outer wing. Joey taps it, tried to tap it to himself, but the ball runs out of bounds right on centre wing here on the broadcast side of the ground. 17 and a half minutes gone, a 73-point lead to the Newport Power. Mark Williams with 6 goals this afternoon. The throw in now. Hit out there for the Power with a tap on there, I think, from Wizza, who's been grabbed. They're picked up by Juddy, handballs to himself, but the ball's just trickled out of bounds. They've gained about 20 metres towards their goal, and the throw-in will be just right next to the Parkside interchange bench.
There's a lot to like about young Juddy. He moves very, very well, Juddy Al-Huli.
Like the great man, so it's a throw-in. Good head out there by McMahon. Down at the back finds Marr, who kicks it towards centre half for looking for Shepherd-Bottom, who's unable to take the mark. But it's Macca giving directions, and it's picked up there by Skip. He gives it to Macca now, who handballs back inboard to Moe. Back into Wizza, who gets a good handball back to Macca. And they're away again now, the Newport Power, as Moe runs down the wing looking for Williams. He's got 3 to beat. He's unable to. Good body work there by McMahon, but the kick is an up and under. And it almost marked there by Yui, who's wrapped up right in front of the Parkside interchange bench.
Yui heard the voice. Oh,
we have a bit of a push and a shove here. So the umpire grabs the ball, balls it up now, ball's back in play. Good hit out there. Ball's gone to Butch, who gets it on the left foot, snaps it around the corner. Williams has been double teamed now. It seems like Darcy McMahon's dropped back as a loose man in defence, and it's Williams who gives away the free kick at right half back.
And a bit of pressure, a little bit of feeling boiling over into this one now as Ashman takes the mark. No, Chen chopped it off, took it from him. Right half back flank. Pokes one in short, had a couple of options. Falling back and taking a good mark was Hunter. And again, the slow play through midfield. That one dangerous. Oh, strong mark. Dealt with after he took it was Ma, but he's picks himself up and now goes towards centre half forward. Tried to work it to a bit of space. Underneath it was Campbell. He was tackled. And the umpire is going to ball it up, I believe. And we tick into time on in the third. The margin is 73 points. Up they go. McMahon got the tap down. Not to really any advantage. Trying to scrubber it out of there was the Power, and now leading in the race. Oh, just slipping over a couple of players, and now out the back. The Magpies can pump it inside 50. Shepperbottom got caught in front and just falling back into the path of the ball there was Billy Ali. Took the mark, went short looking for Macca Al-Houli. Now out wide. Finding some space is Juddy Al-Houli. Plenty of the ball. Oh, just in front there. Williams fell over, but backtrack to find the ball. He might still end up with it. Chen was there, diving in on it. There was Dylan Klein, still out the back. Oh, great, strong tackle.
Joey.
That was a great tackle by Joey. Oh, and there's plenty of feeling there. And it's holding the footy, I believe. Tight to the boundary on the apex of the 50. Just grubbers one inside the 50. Williams went for the little cheeky snap, was smothered. Shepperbottom at the back, might end up with it. Great Shepherd there by the big fella. Oh, but the kick wasn't quite sharp enough, and now Macca receives the hand pass from Billy Ali. Now Mozzie with it. Fans call for holding the ball, and the umpire obliges. It's going to go the way of Aaron Gauci.
Well done, Parkside. They really have lifted. We know Parkside will never throw the towel in, but they are really fighting hard at the moment. They probably won't win this game of football, but I'll tell you, they're going to make sure that they can walk off their heads held high.
Well, the margin is 73 points, but the intensity has lifted to probably a game high, Tomsy, as the Power are able to switch it across towards their defensive goal line. Short pass now. Fred Abdu takes the mark. Bit of space, can go for a run now. Kicks out there looking for Mozzie. Oh, found his way to the boundary side and a bit of space. Had it spoiled away. It was well done there. And great stuff by Aaron Gauci. He's been involved in a few tough contests in the last couple of minutes. And a scuffle before that, but will be balled up on centre wing.
Ball's up now. Ashman rows it on his left foot, hacks it forward to centre forward looking for Kelly. He's got two to beat, but the ball is punched defensively, and it comes out to Mozzie Al-Houli. He pumps it down to centre wing, but a good mark taken there by Klein to repel. Now Klein at right half back, chips it looking for Kelly, but it's chopped off there by Butch for Newport, who handballs inboard to the captain in Ziggy, who now waits, gets back onto his left foot. He's being forced back again. Handballs now. Oh, and Al-Houli fumbles it. Ashman gets the tackle, and Al-Houli just handballs it to the boundary line. He's been paid for deliberate. So good tackle there
He
by
wanted the
Ashman.
boundary.
So Ashman with the free kick now. Centre wing. 73 points the margin. 23 minutes gone, third quarter. So Ashman chips it now looking for Kelly. We haven't seen much of Kelly today, unfortunately. He's been a great player over the years for Parkside. Now, with the fend off there is Fred, who's too strong, but only ends up with Alderman, who gives it to Bauer, and now the ball's pumped inside 50 for Parkside, but it's crumbed there by Skip, who goes now to the outer side, right to the middle of the ground actually, and it's Hoblos with the mark. Moves it on quickly, looking for Mushy at the 50. He's unable to take the mark, but the ball's kicked off the ground. Ends up with Joey. He just scrambles one on his right foot, but it fades away to the right as it rolled. Could have handballed it to his teammate in Mesto, but he went the shot. Just one behind now. 23 minutes gone, third quarter. 14-13, 97 to 3-5, 74 point lead to Newport.
Yeah, good call, Willow. He could have handballed that off there. Just getting a little bit hungry and a little bit one-dimensional here, Newport, instead of sharing around like they did in the early piece of the game.
Beera finds Ashman from the kick in, and then he went out wide looking for Ma, who couldn't quite gather it, but slick hands out to Luke Gauci. A spearing ball finds a teammate in Joel Gundry. Couldn't quite find the next chain of passage of play. McMahon's in there. Out the back, Macca for the Power, and again they find their way into some space. Hand pass had a little bit too much on it for Skip. Now out the back, McMahon, that's Darcy. Big fella dives in again. Second effort was good. And now weaving their way through traffic, the Power, they're able to find their way towards full forward and floating back in plenty of space, and they should be able to give it off again. Pokes one inside 50, and it's a mark in the right forward pocket.
And a few more of his teammates out the back here, the Newport Power player.
Yeah.
He's going to have a ping, but yeah, they'd worked so hard over the back, ball gone over, and they had 3 or 4 players running hard towards goal there, Newport.
And on the left boot, kick wobbles towards the goal line. It's just going to miss near side. 14-14, 98 the Power, 3-5-23 the Magpies. We've gone 25 and a half minutes. And the kick goes short from the kick in. And now again, this time Hunter with ball in hand. 40 metres out from his defensive goal, right in the middle of the corridor. McMahon, sloppy kick, but it found him. And now out wide, had a little bit too much on it there for Smith. And it's out of play on the far side of the ground, centre wing. Actually, it's going to be a free kick. Was it on the full?
It's gone out in the full.
Yeah, Skip's got it.
Skip now just waiting for plays to come at him. Steps around his opponent. That was Alderman. Kick inside the 50. Oh, gee, landing heavily there was the Power player. But at the back, the kick towards goal. And that has missed a lot.
Hurt himself too.
Landed very heavily.
His
teammate helps him up though, so...
Joey Taleb, I think it was, but no, well done. He's up.
Short pass now. And with it is Hunter, who takes the mark. Left half back flank.
He's at left half back, chips it over the top to his teammate in Ma. He's got the ball. He's waiting for options. Yeah, kicks it long down the line. And the siren sounds. 3/4 time here at Brian Martin Reserve. Scores are 14-14, 98 Newport to 3-5-23 Parkside. That's a 75-point lead at 3/4 time. Goal kickers, Mark Williams has got 6, Macca 2, Juddy 3, singles to...
Final quarter, over to our commentary team, Tomsy, Peppy and Willow. Over to you guys.
Back in the middle, Butch in the ruck against McMahon. He got the tap decisively forward, and they'll go inside 50 immediately, high up and under. Williams up against it. He's got 2 against him at the back of the pack, though. At the back, weaving around, and an easy goal there for the Power to start the final term. Not quite sure who got the goal.
Mushy El Hassan.
Mushy
El Hassan,
Mohammed El Hassan.
out the back of the contest.
And the century is up for the Power. 15-14, 104 to 3-5-23, 81 points the margin.
Yeah, look, that centre break, centre clearance again, very quick. They move the ball so quickly, Newport, from that area. So good work, and he done well, Mushy El Hassan, to sit out the back and read that well.
Ball's back in the middle. Thrown up here by the umpire. It's Butch with the hit out, and they're away again through Al Hooley. Pumps it forward, bit of a mongrel torp inside 50. Plays a fly at the ball. No one's able to take the mark. It's picked up there by McMahon, who handballs, but it doesn't help his teammates at all, as there's a pile up right about 25 metres out from the Newport goal, and the umpire come in and ball it up.
They've got to be smart around the stoppage here, Parkside. Make sure that they cover all the exits out, especially in behind this contest towards their end.
So Marn with the hit out.
Well done.
Picked up by Berra, just kicks it straight up in the air. It's not going to be 15 minutes. I think it's Al Hooley who gets the handball back to Ziggy. He then handballs back to Al Hooley inside 50. A bit of a push there. The free kick's going to go to Berra. Free kick against Mesto there at centre half back for Parkside. So just 2 minutes gone, fourth quarter, 81-point lead to Newport.
Good thing what Parkside are doing since half-time. They're forcing Newport to hurry their kicks a little bit more instead of just letting them run through the lines and pinpointing one of their teammates further up the ground. So that extra pressure's been good.
Berra went to Smith. He kicks it down to the centre wing. There's a pack forming. No one's able to take the mark. Ball's in dispute. Picked up there by Newport. Gets it to Butch, who hacks one forward just off the side of the boot. Came off. And the mark, I think, is taken up by Juddy, I think. Yeah, Juddy, probably about 60 metres out from goal.
Juddy Al Hooling wearing Buddy's number.
Kicking towards the mansion end of the ground. He's looking for options, calling for some leads. So he just kicks it now, puts it to the top of the square, looking for Williams, but there's a good spoil there by McMahon at the back. Ashman tries to come in and steal the ball, but he's beaten to it. But it's Barrow with a handball. Hack back, I think, to McMahon, who then just hacks one out of defensive 50. And it comes off to the crumbs to Keenan. Handballs inside to Gervasi, who goes down the middle. And almost the mark. Free kick there.
Top of the arms.
It's going to go to Keenan.
Got to move it quickly. Yep. Got to move it quick. Outside players are there.
Keenan right in the middle of the ground. Searching for options. Because on his left boot now, just a little chip ball. That's not very good.
That's not
and
good
it's picked
enough.
up by Skip
Not
at
good
centre
enough.
half back for Newport. He now finds, there's got men everywhere here. Juddy takes the mark. Now he's held up. Hawks 2 now. It's been Ashman. And he kicks the ball to centre half forward. Picked up on the bounce by Mesto, who now kicks inside 50 to mark. It's taken there by Abdu, just runs in, kicks, as Tomsy said, a real easy goal there. 4 minutes gone, final quarter. 87-point lead to Newport, 16-14, 910 to 3-5-23.
Look, Parkside then, through James Keenan. Good setup. He got it through the middle of the ground. He had outside running players out wide, spread out to go to them. It would have opened that forward line right up, but he's gone up and down the line and straight into the hands of a Newport player. Poor kick, very poor option, but poor leadership from players out in the ground that should have. It's only a young bloke, James Keenan. He should have been instructed to get out and go sideways.
McMahon and Butch back in the middle again. Up they go. Bit of a dead ball there as both got hands to it now. Out the back
on the ball.
Ziggy tried to break his way through. In fact, it was Mozzie. Ball goes forward, but
it's coming back.
No, it's not coming back. It's a 50-metre penalty by the looks of things.
Okay.
And this is probably going to be a goal to the Magpies. And it's been given to Cal Ma, who's been waltzed to the teeth of goal. He's 20 out, straight in front. Bread and butter, you'd think, but you're just not quite sure. It was low, and it's off to the right. Oh, well, put the Moz on him.
Yep. Oh, bread and butter pudding, I think. That's that one.
Well, just the minor score, 3-6-24, 16-14, 110. Kick in. Ashman did well for the Magpies, got the hand pass out wide. Tommy Deutschbein, hand pass back out to Hunter, pumps it long to the teeth of goal, but just standing down there and patrolling the back half of the 50 was Ziggy Kadur, the captain, who's had a good day out, leading his charges, and they're on their way to a big win this afternoon. 5 minutes gone in the final term. It's 110 to 24. Kick across the ground again. Ziggy just waiting for the footy. No one came to him. And now he finds his teammate at centre half back. Kick wasn't too pretty, but it was good enough. Gee, that had it knocked out of his hands after he took the mark. Lucky it wasn't 50 for the Magpies, and now it comes the way of Macca. Scrubs a little kick. Williams gathered it brilliantly on the bounce and then just weaves one onto his left. Just poked it, and he knew his player was there, and he found his teammate about 30 metres out from goal. Mesto.
Just a quick score update from around the ground. Tarneet, 6 goals, 10-46. Leading Sanctuary Lakes, 3 goals, 8-26.
Well done, Tarneet. Titans are in front of that game, going well. Williams, and he didn't go hard just in a circle. He just arced himself around, give himself a few options.
Just so clever by Williams, and the kick just moved off to the right. That wind just didn't allow it to hold its line. It's a minor score. 16-15 to 3 goals, 6. And Gervasi will do the kicking in again. He's been sort of switched between the front and back half, charged with bringing the ball back into play. Pokes one over the top. Gee, it wasn't good. And Cahill just strolls in, but he didn't make the most of that one. That should have been a goal. He missed. Another behind. Gee, and this could be a lot worse for the Magpies.
Yeah, yep.
Gervasi again. Long ball to left half back. Flying in from the side was Macca. Couldn't quite make an effort there for the power, and out the back they move it well, the Magpies. The kick out wide was good. Found Ben Kelly, I think it might have been. Pokes one. Again, just not accurate with the kicking. and able to clear the zone, the power, but beset upon instantly. Great pressure from the Magpies. They made the mistake, but they didn't let the power clear the zone. It'll be thrown in right in front of our commentary position here. Up they go again. Toggy was up there, the big fella in the ruck. Casts an imposing figure. We'll have a secondary bounce. About 10 metres forward of where we just had it thrown up.
Working hard still, Parkside. They're still keeping that work rate up pretty high. Just haven't been able to hit the scoreboard enough.
McMahon got the tap down. They almost got it out of there. Did the power. Callie got a little kick forward. He was held onto though, so he didn't get much onto it. And now they dive on it. This time it's 15 out from the Magpies' goal as they just urge it closer to the goal line. 16-16, 112 to 3-6-24. We've gone 8 minutes of the final term. Up they go again. Back of the pack there. Trying to break free. Oh, he held on to. Umpire said no, play on. Oh, now he pays a free kick. Was it a late call or was it a new one? Doesn't matter. It's going the way of Ben Ashman, and he can go back and kick his first of the afternoon, and he's been quite good today, Tomsy Ashman. He's had plenty of the footy and tried hard all day.
Yeah, I totally agree. Benny Ashman, he's been a very good player for quite a few years at Parkside, Braybrook. Had a stint somewhere else, I can't remember at the moment, but been a very good player.
From the left forward pocket,
Well
he
done,
makes
Benny.
no mistake. Oh, wow, I've done it again. The wind got that one and it just slammed into the post at the last minute. Gee, it looked good off the boot though. That moved the entire margin between the left and the right goalpost, so there's plenty of breeze out there.
Yeah, it's still strong by the looks of it.
3-7 now the Magpies. They trail by 87 points. Weaving his way through traffic for the power there was Juddy Al-Hul. He couldn't find the target, but it didn't matter. Weave and Cahill. After it was weaved through traffic, spots Williams, who led up hard to left half forward. He's still at least 65 from goal. I don't know if he'll back himself in. We did see someone land one from 70 earlier down breeze. So he's setting himself to have a go, or at least set it up. But he's tight against the boundary. It'll take his best effort. We know he's a beautiful kick of the footy. Williams, let's go with the barrel. He might have got onto it. Gee, that's not a bad effort at the back of the pack. And then at the front, crumbing it was one of the power forwards, desperately trying to clear the danger zone, the Magpies. But to no avail. The umpire's going to ball it up. The tip of the goal square. Gee, that wasn't a bad effort from over there from Williams, was
Nothing
it?
better in football to see a big barrel come off, and that was a
Pretty
good one. Nearly got there.
Up they go. Front of the pack, power with the numbers. Wanting the ball out the back was Ziggy. And now he weaves back again to Macca. Macca just finds some space, and that's a beautiful kick from 55. On the run, he just got himself in the right position and did not deviate from the centre of the goalposts. Beautiful stuff. It's 17-16, 118. They're closing in on the 100-point margin now. It's 3-7-25, the Magpies. Almost 11 minutes gone in the final term.
Yeah, he's been very good today, Macca Hurley. That's his third goal, but once again, just outside the contest. Parkside struggle to get it out of that back line. They panic. They get it out just under pressure. Great pressure from Newport, though. Straight in the hands of Macca Hurley, and he didn't let his team down.
This ball's back in the middle. Woody with the clearance pumps it inside 50. No one's up. Williams unable to take the marks. Picked up by McMahon now for Parkside. Kicks the ball out wide looking for Campbell, who spoils. Kept his feet well. Well done there by Campbell on his left boot. Kicks it in towards Aaron Goucher, who marks and now goes out wide. They've got players on everywhere here, Parkside. The kick now inboard. Oh, can't hit the target, but well done, Aaron Goucher. Followed up his good work from earlier.
Yeah,
runs in from 45, just misses to the right, and just one behind. Scores now 17-16, 118 to 3-8, 26, a 92-point lead to Newport.
You know, they're the ones who got to kick. It worked so hard. He did gouge there, but just missing that goal. He could have ran another 5 or 6 metres close, but kicked himself, put himself under a bit too much pressure.
So Macca with the kick Chips it down the line now, looking for Woody, who's unable to take the mark, but his follow-up works pretty good. He stands up in the tackle. He wasn't paid holding the ball. Comes out to Juddy, who sees the ball out of bounds. 12 and a half minutes gone, final quarter. 92 points to the margin.
The strength of the Newport boys is pretty impressive too, Tomsy.
Yeah, it is. Even the smaller frame ones, they keep their feet and they are shrugging tackles all day.
No ruckman able to get the clear hit out. It went to Ziggy, who finds Juddy. He pumps it to centre half forward, but the ball is chopped off there by Ashman for Parkside. Ashman comes out, finds Berra. Another little chipping ball looking for Alderman. He's taken the mark there at left half back for Parkside. Again, a slow build up here for Parkside. Another low ball finds Ma, who's able to take the low chest mark. Now he switches to the outer side now. But it's a poor kick. It's just all Newport plays, but the ball sat on its end, so it's almost came off. But now the turnover's occurred. Good handball out there by Al Hooley. Gives it to a Whizzer, who kicks out wide to the left half forward line for Williams, who gathers, kicks the ball back inboard, finds great Ziggy on his left foot with a great pickup, snaps over his left shoulder, and he's put it through from about 35 right on the boundary. Unbelievable goal there by the captain, Ziggy, as they Newport Power increased their lead to 98 points. It's 18-16, 124 to 3-8-26.
Ziad Kadua miskicked a few earlier in the day. The hardest one then, that's 35-40 metres out, just snapped that around and she sailed through, right through the middle of the goals. That was an excellent kick.
How good was the pickup?
Yeah, calm, all balanced, one big scoop, wasn't it, Pep? So, no, he's, as I mentioned, been a very good player for years, premiership player at Altona, and now captaining the new Newport Power team.
Ma in the ruck for the Magpies, got the tap down there. And now Gervasi finds some space, received the hand pass and kicked to centre half forward. Big fist there from Billy Ali, and the umpires picked out a free kick. It's going to go the way of Steve Campbell for the Magpies. No one stands the mark, so he finds some space, runs inside 50, picks out a teammate. He had 3 against him, and he was dealt with incorrectly, according to the umpire. And the young man, Luke Bauer, hasn't had heaps of it today, but that's a good effort from the young man. Gives it off, and now Kelly running past. Long kick to the top of the goal square, won't make the distance. Power with all the numbers, but underneath it, the tallest man in the pack, Jock McMahon, plucks it.
Beat 3.
He did. It was a great effort, and he'll go back, and I'm not going to say he's going to kick this one.
Come on, Peppy.
But he does.
Yes, well, I'll afterwards.
Well done, Jock. His first of the afternoon, and it's 4-8-32 now to 17-16, 118. We've gone 15 and a half minutes of the final term.
Well, I'll tell you, a young Lukey Bauer there, well done to grab that. The courage is nothing of the kid, and he stood his ground there and grabbed that mark and sent that ball forward, obviously with a handball off to Kelly, but well done to him.
92-point margin, 16 minutes gone, final quarter. Umpire about to ball it back up. In the air, he tosses it. Cleared there, almost by Al Hooley, unable to get the kick away. Gervasi belts it forward, but not very far, but at the free kick now gone to Jock McMahon, who handballs off to Ma, kicks out wide looking for Campbell, is able to gather, works around back on his left foot looking for Alex Gauci, who's hard at it, while ball spills. Keenan was able to scrap a kick forward, but with no penetration. Ashman almost ran onto it. Now he's got it. Ashman swings around on his left foot, and he's kicked it to that bloke. Bauer. He's marked for probably about 25 metres out directly in front. And a good little passage of play here for young Bauer. And won the free kick in a big pack, and now put himself in a good position now, have a shot at goal.
Tell you what, a few of his teammates could be over to him too, just calming him down. I hope he kicks this.
Bauer comes in, but he's pushed it to the right for one behind. So 18-16, 124 Newport to 4-9-33 Parkside. It's a 91-point lead, 17 minutes gone, final quarter.
Tell you what, they're definitely playing with a lot more tenacity in the second half, Parkside. They just haven't had the finishes or the class to keep that scoreboard ticking over, but they've had some real goers, and I think at the end of the day, Nicky Kondos, Michael Shepherd-Bottom coaching staff would be pretty happy. Catch there, Zig.
Got it from the kick in, but it was partially smothered. And Ashman's there, as he's been most of the day. The Power try to clear it out of there. Ziggy's there, the captain diving in. Now the kick goes out of the pack, but it's nowhere near anything, and that's out of play. It's going to go the way of the Power now from the right back pocket.
Just a quick update from the Albion Deer Park game. Albion 11-15-81, Deer Park 8-9-57.
There'll be some celebrating going on tonight, I would suggest, down at Cataland. It'll be a big, big win.
So it's the Cats by 24 points in that match, and over here we've got the Power by 85. The captain pokes it in short, finds Freddie Abdu, takes the mark, and he just backtracks again. And they've been so calm in these situations, so patient, and now they look to barrel one through as the kick goes. Cale might have received a little push in the back, Abe, but wasn't paid. He followed up well, kicked inside the 50, front position again. Williams, he juggled it about 19 times but couldn't quite gather it, and now the Magpies clear it out. McMahon underneath it, had it spoiled away from him. Then Yui Kadu was there, out the back. Cahill onto his left, just spears one inside. Williams was caught behind, couldn't take the mark. Now Darcy McMahon kicks out wide and spots up his teammate in James Keenan, who led hard. Magpies now towards half forward. Hunter at the back, cut an imposing figure, couldn't take the mark. Charging through was Mozzie Al-Huli. Heard the whistle though, and he's going to receive a free kick, I believe. No, it's going to go the way of the Magpies. Clint Hunter, the beneficiary. On the left, just pokes one inside to the leading player. Oh, Callie couldn't gather it, and now the clearing kick looks to have favoured Ashman, but gee, the ball just does about a 360 bounce. He couldn't read it if you tried. Now running out back, Alderman pursuing it. Oh, but beautifully done. Macca kicks towards half forward. That was lace out for his teammate, and they just find a way to clear it into space, and their ball use again sublime, going inside 50.
That was great play by Macca Al-Huli there. That kick, it didn't get more than 10 metres off the ground. It was bullet-like, straight in the into the hands of his teammate in Juddy Al-Huli.
With a name like Juddy, you wouldn't dare drop it.
No.
On the right from probably 50, that's going to hang right. It does. Never started on the correct line. Just a minor score. 17-17, 119 to 4-9-33. We've gone 20 minutes just ticking into time on in the final term. Sun becoming a bit of a factor. It's low now in the sky. Difficult to see looking into it. Bearer took the mark from the kick in and went short again. So the Magpies have it. Left back pocket. And now the kick out. McMahon was there, flying in from the side. That's a good mark by Hunter. Basically uncontested in the end. Short pass. Finds Callie. And that kick is out wide. Not too bad. And doing a few good things in this final term is Luke Bauer.
Yeah, he
young
is.
fella. Finds a bit of space.
Well done.
And then hits the target. Varun Gauchi. And that's a slow build up, but they've moved it from the back pocket towards half forward, and now inside 50. Ashman takes the mark. Might be within range. Looks to be wanting to give it off, but he's going to go back and perhaps have a shot. He hasn't gone back on his mark though. Umpire called play on, pops it inside 50, reaching it there at the back, but couldn't take the mark. Gauchi again, but the captain, Ziggy, got it out of defence, and now the kick forward, diving in there. He's been a general down there, has Ziggy, and again he pumps it out wide. Players fly up. Callie pursues it. He had 4 to beat. It was always going to be a tough ask, and the ball out towards the boundary, and it goes over. 22 minutes gone, just about. 119 to 33.
So umpire about to throw it back in. Rucks go at it. Toggy grabs it out of the ruck, should be penalised, and he is. So it's going to be a free kick here to Parkside, going to Jock McMahon.
Well done, Jock McMahon. That is no easy feat to tackle. The big fella there, big Toggy.
Got in the ground.
Yeah.
So McMahon now kicks it to centre, half forward, looking for a marking target, and he's found one. Good grab there by the Parkside player. Clint Hunter with the mark. Now on his left boot, little chip over the top. Finds Campbell. Campbell now, another little ball inside. This time finds Keenan, about 50 out directly in front, kicking towards the netball court at the end. Netball court end.
A lot of little chip kicks, but I'll tell you, it's not bad. It's different to what they were doing in its first quarter where they were just bombing it in to a contest. At least they're hitting targets and finding their teammates.
Keenan puts it to the top of the square, unable to take a mark. The ball is just hacked out there by the Newport player, and it's been pinged for deliberate, and we'll get a shot on goal. I think to Alderman. No. Deutschbein. He's got that. He centres it with a quick kick, looking for McMahon, overtake the mark. Ziggy's the one who spoils it. Gets a handball out to Toggy, who's wrapped up, but he's able to get his hands free. Gives it to Mo, who taps it out of defensive 50, and Joey runs onto it. Gets a handball to himself. He's unable to gather it. The ball's in dispute now, right in the middle of Brian Martin reserve, and we'll have a ball up.
Basically willing it forward, the power, really.
Yeah, they do. They run very casual, I suppose, that last line of defence with Ziggy Kadua and his teammates, but once they get past that half-back line, they explode, they open, they spread, they really go hard. And it's making it so hard for Parkside on the counter-attack. If the ball gets out the back there, Newport are away.
Ball out, Toggy with a massive belt forward, just the centre half forward, went about 25 metres. But Joey gathers it for Newport, but he's wrapped up right at centre half forward. 24 and a half minutes gone, final quarter, 92-point lead.
Umpire throws it up. Toggy again tries to thump it to his team's advantage. Didn't quite get much onto it. Now underneath it. Ashman was there trying to clear it for the Pies, but it gets thumped inside 50. Oh, great mark at the back by Juddy. He just was perfectly positioned under the flight of the ball. He wasn't front position, but he worked his opponent under it, didn't he, Tomsy?
He did, Pep, and he's had a very good game, actually. He's been lively, and the smarts of getting his opponent, bigger, stronger bodied opponent too, might I add, in Eagle Berra, I think it was. Yeah, Eagle Berra down there. He's got him under the football and held that firm. As Juddy.
This will be for number 4 for Juddy. Ali Al-Houli from the right forward pocket. It's a tight angle. And he just nails it. Beautiful kick. 4 goals for Juddy Al-Houli, and that was one of the better ones. 18-17, 125 to 4-9-33. 25 minutes gone in the last.
It was, Pep. It was one of the better ones, and he's been, especially the second half, young Juddy Al-Houli, he's been very lively all over the ground and finishing off with his 4 goals, but he's done a lot of work higher up the ground, further up the ground as well. He's been one of their, he's got to be one of the best group of players, the Newport player.
Falls back in the middle, 98 points the margin in favour of Newport. 26 and a half minutes gone, final quarter. Tossed up now by the umpire, Toggy with the hit out clearly on the left hand. Ball's in dispute at the wing, right done by Keenan. Handballs forward, finds Gauchi, who handballs out even wider, looking for Chen. Advantage isn't paid. No, yeah, it is paid now. Strange decision there, but a good kick there by Chen, who finds Ma at centre half forward now. Kicks, looking for Bauer. Runs inside 50. Good little chip kick to Kelly, who's marked about 40 out on a very slight angle, and will kick for Parkside's 5th goal of the afternoon.
Well, the advantage at least took the attention away from a scuffle that broke out in the middle of the ground, and that was maybe smart by the umpire.
Yep.
So Kelly just confirming where the man on the mark's standing. Coming in. Kicks on its way. Bit of a floater, and it floats right, just through for one behind.
Not even one behind.
Not even one behind, missed it all, sorry about that. So the free kick in the left back pocket going to the Newport Power. I think it's going there to Moe.
Moe now left back pocket for the Power. He's got a few players floating for him. And one of those is Freddie Abdu. Takes the mark. Moe wanted it back. wasn't obliged, and that kick was perfectly placed for Macca. Strong mark.
Been good today.
He had to reach for it, but he held it. And now the kick out wide to the advantage of Woody's side as the siren sounds. An emphatic win for the Power. And, well, they followed on from last week, didn't they? 18-17, 125. The Magpies, 4 goals, 9-33. Who got better as the day went on, Tomsy?
Look, their intensity in the second half definitely improved Parkside, but take nothing away from Newport. They were very good. They played a great brand of football all day. Their ball movement, especially earlier on in the game, the first quarter and a half, was outstanding. The way they pushed that ball forward, their spread from that back line to open up the game was very, very good. Look, Parkside, a lot of work to do. They had, no excuse for injuries. They had quite a few out of their side today, but a few of the kids that stood up, I think Nicky Kondos will be pretty happy with the endeavour that they did show in that second half. But Mark Williams himself personally with 6 goals, with a great first quarter and a half, was very, very good, and be very pleased with what he's seen from his young team. Willow?
I'll just run through the goal kickers for the afternoon.
U.au. TIV are proud sponsors of the WRFL and 88.9 Win FM.
Hey, Steve, shut up. You've been alive for 37 years and it's time you dealt with your hungry, thirsty problem.